YouTube, we got another video here. This video being titled "He Flew to Japan for Cheeks, but ended up with the baby." I kind of know the lore behind this dude. I don't know what his name is, but apparently he was traveling, like he was traveling looking for girls instead of staying in the United States, and he ended up hitting that, like, from a different country. Japan, was it? I think it was Japan. I didn't continue watching what he was doing after that. So let's just jump right into it.
Crawling inside of her. I didn't wear a helmet or anything, but she was okay with it, so if she wants to keep it, that's up to her. That was my main goal anyways. I wanted to come here and start a family.
Even though he told this young lady that he wanted to start a family with her, he instantly regretted it when she came up pregnant. She would have never thought that she would have the opportunity to have a baby due to her reputation as a 304 over there in Japan. So when he came over there talking all that lovey-dovey nonsense with a hard meat in his hand, she bent over at the opportunity to be his baby mother. They saying the baby got green eyes, but it's not hereditary. It's due to all them STDs between her legs. He had to know what he...
I like babies. I think babies are cute, but I don't know what's going on with that baby.
He was getting himself into, but now he acting like he don't know what he was getting himself into.
So off the rip, I immediately woke up to some bullshit. This is the same one from day 2, the one I met on Tinder, and the one I was freeballing inside of. Baby, I'm sure I'm pregnant. I got tested, and I'm sure I don't want to abandon my baby because of my religion, but I don't want to be bullied for giving birth to a black baby.
Being bullied's crazy.
Like, what? I'm not even tripping if you have the kid, but now you bring a race into it? Please call me later. I'm calling her bluff on this. Like, in basketball terms, if it's a foul on the play and I'm the coach, I'm challenging the play.
Rather if he challenged the play or not, he's still injured. He over there leaking like a faucet. She gave him every STD in Japan. She gave him that nigga Shucky and named the baby Hiroshima.
Wait, let me say something.
What up?
Her cootie got no good.
It's whack?
She's sucky for change.
For change?
Her head game garbage.
Damn.
Her back heady like gorilla.
He talking about he don't like the black women in America, but flew all the way over to Japan to have sex with a silverback. Now he trying to get out of it. She all up his... She want child support, and he trying to deny that he the father.
Y'all remember this from day 4? You guys helped me realize that she tried to pin a baby on me. It takes at least 6 days for the baby to fertilize and for the test to pop up positive. And it's...
Let's find that out right now. Oh, don't mind the typing. Typically, you find out if you're pregnant by taking a home pregnancy test. By taking a home pregnancy test on the first day of your missed period, okay. If this is day 4, like he says, and she already saying she pregnant, yeah. She's definitely capping.
Only been 2 days. So you know I had to troll. She texted me back 4 hours later and
definitely
said,
capping.
if you didn't cooperate, you would think you should have stayed in America. Like, is that really a threat? Because I'm not putting up with your fake baby?
Forget what he talking about. The baby not fake. Allegedly the baby demented, but it's still his child. He had a hell of a journey over there in Japan. They said he used the rubber one time, but when he took it off, it looked like Mac sauce was up in that thing. He burning, he itching, he sickly, he diseased, and now he's also a baby father with a baby mama from hell.
I heard Japan was in desperate need for black men. So me being the smart individual that I am,
he's doing this out of context too.
I went and got myself a ticket. I don't usually do stuff like this, but when the government is asking people to come there, why not? And it's really like the perfect time too, because I was about to go to DR because, you know, if you're in a drought and you got 0 hoes, the best place to go is the DR or Colombia. So instead of going to DR, I figured I would just change my flight and see what Japan's talking about. If y'all want to sit back and wait around, then that's cool, but me, I'm the type of guy, I'm gonna go get it myself. Just like Young Thug said, I just needed the platform. This should also be a warning for y'all females to do a better job trying to keep your man. Because give him 5 reasons on why he shouldn't just up and leave and go to Japan. I don't really know what to expect when I get there. I just hope I can be loved and swarm with Japan ladies. I hope I can mate with most
Japan
of them.
ladies.
I might stay there. I might end up staying there. I just want to see if this is actually true. I'm the risk taker. I'm the big dog. You guys want to sit around and
How you the big dog but claim you get no hoes? That make no sense.
Oh my God. No, I'm the one that's gonna go get it. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Stay tuned.
Those Japanese child support checks gonna look crazy as hell. He not even gonna know how to read them joints. He gonna get a bill and a katana in the mail. Like you either gonna pay up or kill yourself. From what I hear, it's a lot of beautiful, worthy Japanese women out there. But just like in every culture, you got your gutter buckets, and that's all he could find over there. He'll never meet a classy Japanese woman or a classy
Gutter
Asian
buckets is
or a
crazy.
classy any woman. But he feel like any woman is better than the women in America, and that's where he messed up at.
That's low-key kind of weird.
The American women have way bigger booty, way bigger boobies. Who raised him?
The more important question is who gonna raise this baby? Cause he clearly not fit to be a father.
Day number 2 in Japan. I woke up kind of late, so I knew I had to catch up, so I immediately hopped on Tinder. I told her I came here yesterday, but I'm staying until next Sunday. The tension started building up, and I said I love taking control. She said she loves to be fully controlled, so I said, all right, how about
Okay,
whoever
she
finishes first
typing
has
English,
to pay for our
so
date
looks
that
like
we
she
had
knows
set
some
up.
English.
All they ever use in Japan is WhatsApp or Telegram, so I immediately went to that. Around 5 p.m., she came to my room, and I already scored. Now, I knew I was going to finish first, but it doesn't matter. It's about the tension and the talking. Most of the times, the buildup is better than the actual thing. Like, you have to give her a reason to want to come over. So that's why I made it a competition. I'm not going to lie, I was free balling inside of her. I didn't wear a helmet or anything, but she was okay with it. So if she wants to keep it, that's up to her. That was my main goal anyways. I wanted to come here and start a family. All right, so after I finished that, I hopped back on the train station and I started walking the streets.
If your main goal is to start a family in Japan, why did you make it a roundabout trip?
Again, pulling out my Google Translate. I went inside this very popular club and I met this dude named Evan in like the first 10 minutes. He was also from America and he was telling me that he's been staying here for over a month and a half for free, leeching off other women. After he told me that, it's
For
like
free
my
is
third
crazy.
eye really open. Like I've really seen a vision in why I was here. He then told me that he knows a better spot that was kind of in more of a ghetto area. So we hopped on the train and we went to that area. He ended up leaving the club a little bit early because he met somebody and he sent me this. Salute to him, man. He's a star player.
Not
And
even
he's still
speaking
putting up numbers in
English.
overtime. He said, fuck it, don't sub me out, coach. I need to get my stats up. I was still at the club and I made the dumbest mistake ever. I put my buffs on in the club. Mind you, this wasn't Tokyo, this was downtown. So like in Cali terms, this was not in LA where all the tourists be. This is Compton in the gutter. I'm not gonna lie, they were dancing, you probably can't see them right now. But as soon as I put them on, the whole energy in the entire club shifted. More females started coming up to me. They told me to come to the back. I was using my Google Translator. Hold on real quick. I'm so sorry. I just can't help to tell you guys that I really put that shit on. It don't matter where I'm going to.
Bro, just because you put some buffs on shouldn't have changed the whole entirety of the club unless no one got nothing on at that club.
I'm gonna get fly. But yeah, so the girls were like more on me. And the guys, it was like these 4 Japan street thugs. They were just mean mugging me the whole entire time. Now, they eventually left after like 30 minutes, so I thought they weren't tripping. But after I went home with my girl, bro, they was outside waiting for me. They started speaking Japan shit, and I think she was telling them to stop. She was about to cry, telling them no. I could not understand a word that they were saying, but let's just say I sprinted home. I did not take
Why didn't you
any
pull out
risks.
your Google
I was
Translate,
running
boy?
in these dark neighborhoods. It was super scary, and I wasn't tripping if I didn't leave nobody because I did already score earlier in the day. But yes, the racism and envy is really starting to show. Stay tuned for day number 3.
They gonna chop his head smooth off his shoulders if he ever go back to Japan to visit his baby. And when the word spread that that's his baby, that child is gonna have a very hard life. Her best bet is to bring her nasty ass over to America. She'll blend right in.
Please take her now. She must go. She's think up our economy. We no longer need her here.
Yo, Talk, we don't need her over here neither. But this might be her best bet. At least she'll be close to her baby father. She'll get all the support and benefits that she need. Food stamps, EBT. I don't even know if they have that stuff over there in Japan. But one way or another, she about to give birth to another version of this man. So if that child, a male or female, and grow up anything like they father, it's gonna be a tragedy. Word is he's still out there traveling. He about to do a sequel to what he did in Japan in the DR, even though he got the STDs and everything. A lot of men enjoy watching his adventure, and he inspiring a whole lot of other brothers to go out there and clap cheeks and other.
The dumbest thing y'all could do is what he's doing right now. Unless y'all trying to spread y'all babies around the world, not pay for no sort of child support, none of that. Do what bro's doing right now.
Countries.
Day number 3 in Japan. Immediately off the wake up, I started farming on Hinge. I was fucking with Tinder, but I couldn't tell if some profiles were fake or not. I met this girl that was half Japanese, half Latino, and she really spoke 3 different languages.
Wow.
She's from America, but she stays in Japan by herself, so I said, you gotta teach me Spanish so I can talk dirty to you in 2 different languages. She said, you're a baby, I'm almost 26, so
That's
I said,
funny.
make me grow up then show me what adults do. She stayed in the city that was not too far from my hotel, so I said, all right, what day am I coming over?
She clearly got nothing going on if she responded to that message saying, make me grow up then. She got nothing going on for herself.
Advantage. At first, she was hesitant, but I got her phone number and I FaceTimed her, and I just slowly broke her down and convinced her. I snuck in a quick picture right before tip-off. Pay attention to the handcuffs on the bed. I'm definitely not a baby anymore. After what she did to me, I feel like a whole new man. After that, I had her take me back to my room. I'm paying $1,900 for 2 weeks. It's kind of expensive, but it does come with free breakfast, and I think it's $300,000 in yen. Here is where I met this black girl named Jada walking the streets of Shibuya. She was gorgeous, so I had to approach her. She was a foreign exchange student. She was actually from Chicago. I had to sneak these pictures because I didn't want her to know anything about my journey. But this just shows me that God has a sense
Then why sneak the, you know what?
humor, because me coming to Japan was like my diss track towards black women. And then he hands me the most perfect black woman I can ask for while I'm in Japan. We eventually left to get something to eat.
Don't be
And let me just
controversial
tell
now.
you, I do put that shit on every single time. She took me back to change.
And you
she
wearing the
changed
same
at her
shoes,
dorm.
boy.
Right here, though, we went to this small lake in Shibuya. I really hope this doesn't blow up too much because I don't know how she's gonna react if she sees this video. I had to jump in the water. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. It was just too tempting. I went back home to go shower right quick, and me and Jada went out again to go eat.
Okay,
And
different
let's just
shoes
say
this
I
time.
put that shit on again. It's getting out of hand now. This pretty much sums up day number 3. Me and Jada went back home to our spots. We didn't do anything, and I wasn't tripping because my stuff was kind of feeling funny. I don't know if it was an ingrown hair or a razor bump, but I'm gonna wait it out a few days. Also, I hear a lot of you guys saying if I get married to a girl in Japan, I can get paid to live here. If me and Jada do not work out, I'm probably just gonna do that. Also, if you're stationed in Japan and you're in the military, we should link up and I should borrow your military outfit because I heard Japan girls go crazy for a black man in the military. But yeah, stay tuned for day number 4.
I did a lot of freaky things when I was younger. Not this freaky, but I did some freaky things. We all did some freaky things, but I ain't documented. And now I kind of wish I did document it because it'll make a hell of a story how I was out there in them streets, young, dumb, and full of cum, banging all them ducks with them big butts.
I did the same thing, but I never got a woman pregnant, especially not a 304. That is not what we do. That's why we have a drug. We don't love those hoes.
You got men in Japan that refuse to love on hoes. Then you got brothers from America that'll leave all of the 304s in America just to fly to another country to be with the 304s in another country. If you gonna deal with a slut, you might as well just deal with the women in America. But they got so much hatred for American women that they would rather deal with the slut buckets.
Y'all must have did him dirty back in America. Y'all had to have did him dirty because there's no way he travels from America to Japan to do the same thing he would have been doing back in America. Someone did him wrong.
In a whole nother country.
Someone
like
did
that's
him
a come
wrong.
up, and he done messed around and caught every disease in the book. Brothers be talking about what they want until they get it. He said he wanted to start a family over there.
Yeah.
He went over there and started
But
a
he
family
made a roundabout
and
trip.
instantly regretted it.
Day number 4 in Japan. So off the rip, I immediately woke up to some bullshit. This is the same one from day 2, the one I met on Tinder, and the one I was free balling inside of. Baby, I'm sure I'm pregnant. I got tested, and I'm sure I don't want to abandon my baby because of my religion, but I don't want to be bullied.
Wait, let me look that up one more time. You know what? Let me look it up one more time, because I know it's cap, but let me look it up one more time. How early? How early can you find out you're pregnant? Oh my gosh. I know that. Okay, so as early as 8 days. Apparently this is the 4th day. Either that or he is getting the days wrong in Japan. I highly doubt he is, because he's documented all of this.
Giving birth to a black baby. Like, what? I'm not even tripping if you have the kid.
I feel like she's capping. I feel like she's capping.
Please call me later. I'm calling her bluff on this. Like, in basketball terms, if it's a foul on the play and I'm the coach, I'm challenging the play. Since I had to go through that, I didn't want to stress myself out too much. So I figured I would get out the house and treat myself.
But if you knew she was wrong, why you stress yourself out about it, bro?
I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm going to call that girl tomorrow, but today I'm going to have my fun. I hit up my boy Evan from day 2, and I said, yo, what's the moves? Get me out the house before I crash out. He sent me this video. The legend himself, Evan, had to go home. Unfortunately, it was his last day in Japan. He was leeching off women for 2 months staying in Japan. He motivated me. He gave me the self-confidence that I needed. Everybody please show love to Evan in the comments. I had no plans, so I went back to old reliable Mrs. Jada. We pretty much talked and just drove around for hours. The vibes was perfect. Everything was perfect. But I told this girl so many lies, and if she sees this video, I'm pretty much fucked. I done fucked around and told this poor lady that my father passed away, and I got his inheritance, so I was taking a little vacation. That's how I ended up here. That actually,
out of all the lies you could have said, why you had to say that? That's like one of the craziest lies ever.
Actually did work. I done talked myself into get some sympathy coochie, but my stuff was feeling funny, bro. I don't know what it is. I think, like, you know, if you go so hard the night before, it gets a little bit swollen. I think that's what it is. I really don't think I have anything. So I didn't want to touch her just in case if I had anything, because I actually care about this girl. So I said the best cop-out answer ever. I told her, I don't want to make love with you yet because I don't want you to think that I'm just here for that. If you're a man and you turn down buns, every single day after that, it's going to be there automatically. This was the best thing I could have ever said. And plus, my mind wasn't in the right place since that little baby incident happened. But stay tuned for day number 5.
We never seen a brother
don't listen to him
document his sexual behavior. Now I'm starting to think, is this a pattern? Is this a hereditary thing? Is this a black thing? Is this how all brothers behave? Now, I know all brothers don't behave like this, but there is a pattern going on here with this new generation. But you can't even just put it on the new generation. The old generation got a very similar pattern. If every brother out there documented their sexual exploits, it would look terrible. But you could say the same thing about Latino men, Asian men, Caucasian men, Malaysian men, African men, Australian
just men in general.
Is it human nature for men to behave like this? What if women started documenting their sexual exploits?
Oh, it might be worse.
That would probably be devastating.
Yes.
Your mouth would probably be hanging on the floor if a woman went out there and documented all of her sexual exploits. What she did the night before, what happened with the dude she met from the club, the dude she met from the grocery store, the dude she met at the airport, the dude she met around the country, the dude she met when she was out of town.
I think all he recorded was 4 days, so I'm gonna end the video there, y'all. But yeah, this dude went from being here in America, traveling all the way to Japan, just to do the same thing he would have did back in America. But someone did him wrong here. Either one person did him wrong or multiple women did him wrong for him to travel all the way to Japan. For him to believe a lie that Japan is looking for black people in general to impregnate the Japan women and get paid for it. Either that or he had no motion, so he assumed, you know what, I'm gonna go get some motion over in Japan. That's That's so crazy. That's so crazy. It's dumb. Don't do it. Don't do it. But that's the end of the video, y'all. So until then, I'll see y'all later.
It's not in here.
Y'all wasn't recording, were you? Oh, my bad.